scrapbookers. Today we're going to be working on a 2-page layout. The first page is the one page, the one photo page. Sorry, just seeing some schmutz here that needs to come off. No big deal. Hi, I'm Katie Scott. I make very professional scrapbooking videos. I'm just kidding. I don't make professional scrapbooking videos. I just ramble on and on and on while I make layouts. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, stay tuned. If you don't, move along. No, I say that just because I know some people really prefer more concise scrapbooking videos, and mine are not always concise at all. I'm almost thinking I'm going to put a little bit more to this layout. Just because that could be fun. What does that say? Darling. I guess that can work. Darling. Darling. I don't really say darling. Anyways, yeah. So this started out as, so as you can tell from the intro, I get sidetracked and then I go off on different tangents. But I took, so Chanel had a YouTube video, which is way more concise than this, where she started the layout with stripes on the back, and then all of these different 6x6 pattern papers, a journaling card, one photo, and then just a one-page layout. And so it started out as kind of a scrap lift of that, and then turned into a 2-page layout where I could, include a whole bunch of photos, as I like to do, and still have like the modern scrapbooky nice looking layout, relatively nice looking layout over there. So yeah, there you go. So this is number 1. I should do this intro again, but I'm not going to. But this is scrapbook layout number 1 for my second do-it-yourself kit. So let's get your stuff and prepare to listen to me ramble. As always, thank you for watching, and I appreciate your comments, and I hope that you will think of me as your virtual scrapbooking buddy. Your virtual cropping buddy. Okay, let's start scrapbooking. Hi scrapbookers. So I have my kit. This is the second do-it-yourself kit that I've made, and I was just watching, I was just getting something ready, and so I popped into YouTube, and I noticed Chanel is making videos again. So I don't know if she stopped, but didn't it feel like she stopped? I don't know. Maybe she didn't, but I feel like I used to watch her videos quite a bit when she was with 2Ps, and then when 2Ps went away, and maybe she had her baby, I don't know, but it felt like the videos sort of went away. So I really like watching her videos, and so I'm watching the one now called Cut, Stick, Stamp, Birthday Cake Scrapbook Page. So I'm going to kind of, even though I came up with a bunch of sketches, I thought it would be fun to play along with Chanel's sketch. Actually, that is based on a Chanel sketch right there. So it calls for one photo, and she's done it with a busy background with stripes. So let's start with that. So just going to, and I don't know how the end of the layout looks. I guess I should have taken a look at that before I got started. So I just want to, I find like it's really easy to follow along with Chanel's sketches, because typically she does layouts for 4x6 photos. So I have 2 stripes here. One is all the colors, and then one is this one, which is less colors. So I think I want to use that. So just pick a stripe, and then pick 4 pieces of the 4x6, or not 4 by 6, but 6 by 6. So the next step is, and I kind of want these two, and what she's done is, she's got 4 pieces, and her 4 pieces are just like one color and white. So the pieces are monochromatic. So that would be like, say, 1. This doesn't really have pink in the background. Here's another. I'm trying to pick ones that don't have more than just one color and you know what I'm saying. I think you do. So I'm just picking ones that are, like, these little ones don't have more than one color in them. And what I'm also noticing is this big paper was from Polka Dot Party, and my smaller paper is from Serendipity. And Serendipity actually doesn't have this peachy color that the Polka Dot Party does. Not a huge deal, but worth noting. So what we might want to do is, if we want to bring in that peach color, which I sort of did, is go back to the drawing board here, and then pick the peach. So this is kind of like it looks like it's been misted kind of a paper. I've got that peach, and I've also got like a peach polka dot. I think let's go with this one, the one that looks like it's been misted. And then I think too, just to be not difficult, but just because, I think that I want to nix this paper, because I don't really feel like it goes with the background there. So I'll nix that and maybe just use this one, because the teals, or that green color, is going to match. And so she's layered the photos. Let's see if I want to pull anything else that's like kind of a better fit. Well, I just went by there. I don't know. But that's kind of nice. Okay. So I'm going to do this one instead of this wood grain. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to take all of the papers from this and just keep them all consistent. So let's see. I know. Start out one way and then change your mind. That's my advice. It's not really. I haven't picked out photos yet, so I probably should have just stuck with that one that I just had. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So this is the one I just had. Okay, so now I'm going to cut these 3 into 4 by 6s, or 6 by 6s. I keep saying 4 by 6, but 6 by 6. What's going to be really funny is I'll take 5 times as long as she does. Watch. To make the layout. Okay, so now I have 4 6 by 6 photos. 6 by 6 pieces of paper. Now, not all of her papers were the same. The same. She has. So I'm gonna just cut them kind of randomly. She kind of had them like, you know, kind of like this. And maybe just smaller. Seems like we ought to cut this off just a little bit. A little bit more. So something like, she had the papers layered up, something like that. And when I make I keep a little bowl for scraps, just because I think it's, when I'm making pages with the kit, that's what I'm trying to say. I can talk. And then, just to also stay in that same vein of, let's see if we can do what Chamel does. Oh, where is it? Okay. So she uses this little thing. It's like a Tim Holtz thing. And I can't decide if I like it or not. So they come with these little pads that kind of Velcro on there. And I've used them before, but it doesn't really feel like it stays together very well. I don't know. This is Adirondack Slate. And it's brand new, as you can see. I usually buy a lot of my inks at the scrapbook yard sales and for 10 cents. But what I found with those is you really do get what you pay for. So not the best idea. So I'm going to ink the edges just like Chamel does. Have you ever seen those like things where the ladies try to, well, I would guess mostly ladies, but they, you know, where people try to imitate what they see on Pinterest and then they call it their Pinterest fails. I'll call this my Chamel fail. I don't think it'll be a fail, but I really do enjoy Chamel's layouts just because they're not those tiny little photos. Like, she's working for the most part with 4x6 photos, and I like that. She does do some layouts that have some different sizes, but I don't know how she does this so fast. I think hers is kind of pre-inked. I'm not great with stamping. But this layout is actually going to involve some stamping. Alright. So, let's lay these down as we, as she did. So my kids have a long weekend. I don't know why. And it's scrapbook weekend, National Scrapbooking Day weekend. And, so this is how I'm celebrating. Just gonna make some more layouts. Although I realize I'm on the creative team for Right Click Scrapbook now, and I feel like they should throw me off of it because I'm always missing their deadlines. It's really very good. Yep. True confession. So I kind of need to I kind of missed their deadline for tomorrow's like the first of the month, which I didn't, kind of snuck up on me. So I think I missed the deadline. Like, I could theoretically still get a layout in for then, but it's kind of, it's late and I bet you they've already done it. Bad scrapbooker, huh? Oh well. I think they'll forgive me. I should do some layouts that are inspired by Get It Scrapped. They have a lot of sketches. So there we go with that part of it. And then she's done a Project Life card over here. But I feel like I need to pick a photo first before I pick the Project Life card. So let's do that. Hold on. Okay, you're back. Good. So let's pick a photo. This one might be good. Okay, let's just pick one. I think I know what this might be, this one here. It is totally not small enough. That's what kind of bugs me. This could work this way though. Maybe. Does it? I don't know. I think it does. Let's do my thing where we just stick it down and we don't think about it too much. So in her layout, the photo is nicely, you know, matted and put on in this little thing on the horizontal. But I'm not going to do that. Just because I think this is the groovy shot, you know. And I haven't actually even seen the way that her layout turns out. Like, I haven't seen the end result. So I'm just wondering, should I mat it? No. I'm not going to. Okay, now I need to pick like a little Project Life card. And I didn't actually pull Project Life cards for this particular little project, but I have like kind of a silverware tray thing. So that would be one. And that fits in with the color scheme, although I don't like that the mint is right next to itself. But I think this is like the place where... Okay, and that says the most embarrassing moment ever, which this wasn't. So we won't use that. Let's keep looking. Write it down. That's kind of cool. All right, let's just pick that because it works. Yeah, it does. Okay. So I'm going to ink the edges of that too. And then I've actually got to watch. Oh, I shouldn't have put my little ink thingy away. I'm thinking I should keep the ink out on my desk so I'm more apt to use it. Yeah, I remember the next thing that she does is she picks a stamp, like a small stamp, and then she stamps that on one of the sheets from a 6x6 pad. And she does it like a bunch of times. So I'm going to put this here. Yeah, I just feel like these things are so messy. I don't know what to do with them. Seriously. I just feel like it's going to get everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm just going to put it off in my little Roscog cart. Because I don't really want it to get my mat all inked up. Okay. So that's going to be where I can journal. Fantastic. And now I need to find like a little... Now she used like cupcakes, which I don't... I'm not like... I've got stamps, but I don't really have them very well organized. I have a bunch of them. Here's just a circle. I've got them downstairs in my, what we call the old scrapbooking room, which they aren't like out, they're just in a closet down there. So I still have, yeah, I should get rid of stuff. I was looking through that today and I was like, I really need to get rid of some things. So here's some more stamps. This one says having a great time. Here's one that has a camera. Here's one that has a globe. So yeah, we can use those, I think. And here's some stars. I think that goes with those. Okay. Yeah, I'm like totally not an expert stamper, like by any stretch of the imagination. So she uses kind of just a neutral color to stamp on. So let's just pick a color. And then she uses a, what do you call it? Circle punch. I should really watch the rest of it before I finish. I'm just wondering what color to use. Oh, I got a visitor. I'll be back. I'm thinking maybe the peach color, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe blue. Okay, I'm back, and I looked at the end of her layout, and she's got like 3, so there's like 2 little things here, and then maybe a couple more, I don't know, somewhere over here, and then up here. So she's basically making like circles be in a triangle thingy. Yep, I can talk. So what I did a few years ago was I made a bunch of circles, and I then made, like, I took the concept of using a circle on a page to make like a zillion pages, and it was really fun. So I'm just going to take some of these Project Life cards and see if a couple of them have circles, which is awesome. Let's see if any more have circles. That would be easy, because I'm not really sure I want to do the whole the stamped thing like she did. I don't know. I don't think I do. I think I just want to use that concept of the circles. So yeah, I'm shying away from the stamps. They're really cute, but, or really, I don't know. Oh, I like the idea of the arrows too for this page, because we went in this like human hamster thing, and we went upside down, so there you go. So I'm just still looking for the circles. Not sure, there's another, that's the same one. It'd be pretty awesome if I could find one. I see these things where people organize all of their Project Life cards, and I think, oh, that's a great idea. But also, doesn't that seem like it's a lot of, I guess once they're organized, if you could find them easier, maybe that makes a lot of sense. Looks like it's from the same collection. I don't know what collection that is, actually. Alright, I don't guess I'm going to find one more. Ah, yes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yay. Okay, because the other thing I'm going to be doing is making this be like a 2-page layout, you know, because I've got all those other photos. So I'm going to, this is where, you know, you can take someone's concept and then like go to, I still want to put these away. I just do. I can't help it. To buy inking things that I never use. Yeah. But anyway, so getting back to the circles, I made like a whole mess of circles once, and it was so great to just have like all these different circles to use on layouts. So I think that that would be really fun to just make a whole bowl full of circles. So I'm going to get out my old school. This thing. Because I'll tell you, every time I go to use my silhouette, like either it's late at night and I don't want it to make so much noise, or there's some kind of little malfunction, or I get lost in the silhouette store. So I kind of have been a little frustrated with it lately, to tell you the truth. But I am going to now go through and make a bunch of circles, and I think that will make it fun and easy for the rest of my layouts to have a bunch of circles. So I think what I will do, I think you need to sit through all of this, but I'm going to make a bunch of circles with this thing, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I did all that, or I'll show you what I made. Hey scrapbookers, I'm back, and wow, the magic of video. Let me just make sure that's working. Yes. So I cut a bunch of scraps from the papers that I was using, and I found my puffy heart stickers. I found some dimensional embellishments, and those came from this little pack that I showed you before. If you didn't see how I set up the kit, there is a short video. So most of my videos I know go on forever, but there's a short video that shows you what I did to put that together. And then also, since we were together, I took those other, because you know I always want to include like a bazillion, you know this, if you watch my videos, I don't like white space, so I end up making layouts usually that look a lot like this, that like have way too many photos on the page. But if I just take this one, and this is, you know, I don't so much mind this, and I think this might be a new way for me to think about scrapbooking, as make the one pretty page, and then the second page is my cram all your photos on to that page. So that's that. So let's get started with embellishing. And what Shamel did was she had some circles going across this way, and then, well, she didn't have the second page, and then over here. So it kind of formed this line this way. And I like that idea. I'm thinking what I might do for that idea is just bring it all the way across, so it comes over here too. I'm also thinking I might want some kind of a little, just something to, like maybe just a little tiny strip of this to break up that hard line between the photos and the background paper. So, oh, I think I did. I keep getting rid of this, and then so I'm just going to ink the edge of this, and I'm going to ink the side that I cut with scissors. Where are my scissors? That's a good question. I kind of went away for a little while. So I'm back. So I don't think I need to do that over the whole area, but I could see something like this. Here we go. And is it bugging me that I have a bunch of different things underneath this? Yes. Yes, it is. Also, I went down to what I call my old scrapbooking room and looked for, I thought I had like stamps that were cutesy, but I actually looked through all of my stamps, and guess what? Like, they all seem like so 10 years ago. Seriously. And then also, I never use them. Like, I never use them. And then I saw a bunch of other stuff that I never use, and I thought, oh, I should just start throwing this stuff away like right now. And then I thought, no, you know, it's probably, like, I could probably get a little money for some of this. And I've done, so my local scrapbook store does have yard sales, but I know this about myself, I can't stand I can't stand doing the yard sales. I've done them, and I don't have fun when I am selling. I have much more fun when I'm buying, which is like why I have all that stuff, right? Sure. But I do think that I need to go through there and just like, you know, probably drink some coffee first and then just get my gumption up and go, you know, fling, 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 fling into a bag that, you know, that I then drop off either to one of my son's friends who like the idea of scrapbooking, or some of the stuff though I feel like I don't really feel right giving to the girls, like the younger girls, because I don't like some of the things you kind of need accessories for. So I'm thinking they kind of need to go to somebody who scrapbooks, you know? Like somebody who knows what to do with that stuff. Not all of it, but some of it. So I like that. So I've added the little layers there. And I might even see a little layer right here. Just to give it a little break it up. Yep. So yeah, I have a ton of stamp supplies that I'm never going to use. And then the old Sizzix stuff, like I have a box of that in a closet, and it's not really bothering, like it's totally out of the way. But I was listening to Gretchen Rubin's podcast, and she went through her sister's closet, and she was like, she actually has a really large closet, and she doesn't really need the space, except that, you know, it's still a good idea to get rid of all that stuff. And so that got me thinking, like, that podcast is really great. It really is. But yeah, I need to do a purge. I feel a purge coming. And I might be able to accomplish that this weekend, or even tomorrow, and then feel, if I still have that urge to go down to the scrapbook store over National Scrapbooking Day, then I can, like, if I can get rid of a hoard of it, I can feel not so bad about bringing a few new things in. And I'm talking, like, not a lot of stuff, just a little bit of the new stuff, just to, you know, for the happiness effect. There we go. That's cute, huh? It's cute. I put adhesive behind these, but it doesn't feel like it's sticking down. Okay, let's start playing. I also found these two, which aren't, so these two things aren't circular, but I guess I could make them circular. But I just thought they were so cute because they were like the love it, love this, and then live it up, because that's what we were doing. And I also thought if I could bring that across, that could be kind of like an invisible line. You know, if this could go, if I could get this going this way, somehow, I don't know, I don't think that's going to look right. Is it? No, it's not. Well, I probably shouldn't have done that so hasty like. Let's see if I can save it. So go on like this and this. Maybe it doesn't have to be exact. How's that? I think that could maybe work. I think it could also work without that, but for some reason, I somehow want to do it. Just because it provides a little shine, so a little something different, you know. And then if I did a title in the black, I just kind of think that would be a nice, like, contrast, perhaps. It might be weird here. I'm going to put this going like this. I know that doesn't seem like it matches too much, but I don't know. I like it anyways. Sometimes I think I like things that don't really match or don't seem to go with the rest of it. So yeah, I'm just trying to give myself an excuse to get to the scrapbook store. Have you noticed I'm talking myself into it? Okay. All right, next. So, next. Let me go ahead and do the journaling, and then I will, I don't know if I'm going to do all the circles. I really want to. I guess what my problem is I haven't left myself enough space to look at them and both of the pages, so let me do that. See how I'm doing on time. Oh, I should stop and start again. Yep, I'm back. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying before, this will take me like 50 more gazillion minutes than Shamel did. Even though I'm scraplifting, it seems like I'm taking way more time. That's okay. This is a fun page. I don't mind taking more time with it. Look how cute that is. So here's my dilemma is, do I ink the edges of this thing? And I don't really want to. So now I'm just kind of auditioning where things are going to go. So if I did that, I'm kind of mixing up my greens here, and I realize that. Like I've got a mint green, and then I've got kind of a greener green. And for some reason, I'm okay with that. Okay, do I want that there? No. I like the idea of this here, but I also feel like I want it to have some layers. Like just, or even just, I don't know what. Yeah, so I'm not going to ink the edges of these. And I just cut these out of, these were like Project Life type cards. And I just kind of lined them up with my old school dies and cut them. Yeah. With the, what do you call it? The Sizzix? It's not really called a Sizzix anymore. I guess it's a Sizzix. What is it called? The Big Kick or something like that? No, not there. sticky. That doesn't want to move. So what can I tell you? We watched A Dolphin Tale 2 the other day, and my daughter's friend was in the movie because we live near where okay, that's so goofy, but I don't care. It is, but I don't know, I just kind of like that anyways, so, because then it's going in a, you know, that kind of emotion. Now, yeah, it was all right. It was a good movie. It was neat because we've now been to all of the places in the movie, but it was kind of a not quite as awesome as the first one. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and so I just did a little journaling here. I said on our ride back south, and this is part of our epic summer road trip, so it will all be in context. We noticed the human hamster ball rolling down a hill next to the highway, so we quick pulled over and had the most spontaneous adventure. Totally exhilarating. And so I want to put that favorite up here because it was really like a trip favorite, and that's going to be part of my title, and then I'll put the rest of the title going right over the photograph. So something like this. So I'm not sure I'm going to get in, and I'm not going to ink everything. Just not. I'm not sure I'm going to get in as many circles and stuff as Shamel had. So let me see what I can get in. I would like to include one of these little map dealies because that was definitely part of the story as we were going back south. So let's see if I can do that. Here we go. So I'm thinking like maybe right there. I don't know. It's like embellishments are challenging for me. Okay, I think I found a spot. So I've got some of this like sticky tape stuff. I'll use that. And this shows we weren't quite this far south, but at least that's on the East Coast, whereas this other one, I don't know where it's Dakota. So I guess I could like turn it upside down. I should probably do that. But I will just adhere these to little backgrounds. And then this one. So I bought these little flares at a scrapbooking yard sale. And I bought like this huge bag of them from this lady who I guess apparently she makes them. And I would say a good half or so of them are ones that, like, yeah, once that's down, it's down. Aren't really the ones that maybe I would have chosen, but oh well. Those can go in the bin, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure how can I embellish without going crazy. I kind of don't want to just do all that embellish. I'm like trying to make it work, and I don't feel like it's making it work. So I almost think I'm going to leave it a little simple like this. So it took me, 50 times as long, but I'm not doing as many. I kind of like that though. Well, let's do the rest of this little favorite what? What am I going to call this? Favorite Frolic. So when my husband and I first started our business a long time ago, and we would go to lunch together, and then we'd be like, "You want to stop at Office Depot?" Like real spontaneous, like we'd call it a Frolic. Crazy, right? So that's why I want to call this Frolic, because it wasn't like a planned thing. It was just like oh, let's do that. And I'm using this blue, even though there's really not any other blue on the layout, just because it kind of matches with the photo. And I don't want it to be too high contrast. I want you to see that that's a ball, which I think you totally, yeah, it doesn't overpower that thing. That hamster ball thing that we were in. Okay, so I'm pretty good with that. I'm just trying to see if I can cram anything else on here. And I don't think I can. So I think I'm going to call this layout number 1. Ta-da! So yeah. Layout number 1. I kind of want to add a little something over here just so it goes all the way full bleed both ways. And then I think I'll be completely done. Just a little, yeah, I'm getting the ink on my fingers. That totally bugs me. And then you touch something and then it comes off a little. I often mean to write a little note to Shamel on that. Like, do you have this problem? I wonder if she does. Doesn't seem like she does. Just make one little more thing. Not that, maybe this. Okay, so it didn't really come out the same as hers, and I think that is totally fine. So I almost think like scrapbooking is better when you don't end up being completely the same as your inspiration piece. But I would say I'm pretty close on this side of things. This doesn't look right. Ah. Okay, I just need a little piece of black. I don't know where I'm going to find it that matches that. Oh, I've made things difficult for myself. Well, I actually think there's a little bit of black in this. Let's just use the, see if we can use the polka dots. that I saw, yeah. Almost there. You know, I really feel like I want to add more. Like, Shamel is really good at really layering on a bunch of embellishments. She really is. I just can't always do it. I'm always like, I feel like it's done. So I don't have any more polka dots now. Oh well, there's enough polka dots there that I think that works anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Maybe we could just add these little butterflies. How about that? Then at least we've added something fun. Okay, they're not self-adhesive. I thought they might be. And where, oh where is my... So I have these, yeah, here it is. I ordered the smaller Thermoweb sticky dots, and while I like it, this is the problem. It just looks like a white piece of paper, and so it's really hard to go, oh, that's my, it's just really hard to keep track of it because it just looks like, you know, a piece of white. It doesn't look like much of anything, really. All right. I'm going to add some of these things on here and see if maybe I can get a little bit more excitement going. I'm just trying this very smallest bits here. So now I kind of wish when I was cutting the circles I would have cut more smaller things. Note for next time. Okay. So I've got a butterflies Frolic, right? Some butterflies frolicking around on my page. Nothing too major. And then let's see if we can add a few of these little doodads. Okay, I'm going to finish this up and then I'll show you in a sec. Okay, so because I kind of want this to work all on its, like this to work on its own, but also work with the other page, I've added, I added just like some frolicky things that way. I'm going to put the little blingy thing over here like initially intended. I'm going to put it upside down because It's like Dakota. It's like South Dakota, which we weren't anywhere near South Dakota. So that way it just looks like who knows what state. But there we go. So I changed her sketch up a little bit, but not a ton. So I've got kind of a cross going. And then if you just put it together with this one, then it's fine. It's good. My daughter will appreciate that she can see all of the photos instead of just one photo. Yeah, and I'm going to call that done. Thanks for watching.